If you change those things, of course, it's going to affect everything results. The season of breaking, okay? We are looking at why not all see the 100-fold result. Okay? The psychology of religion. Okay, perfect. So, we are sure that you will not leave this place the way you came. More value will be added to you, and then more results will be given to you, and then you have more sustainable results. It's a good. Okay, so I would like you to write it down and let's hit the nail on the head, because as you wake up every day, you should add value to yourself, and that is the most important thing, because once you grow, everything will grow. Once you improve, everything will improve. Everybody wants external things to change, circumstances to change, financial life to change, their father, their mother to change, the economy to change, even the president to change. But how many people really want to change? How many people really want to change? Okay? So, you have written this down and you are ready for today's class. Shall I? You have not written them down yet. Shall wait for me? Are you serious? Today's class is going to be wonderful, because I will finish the class early than every other day. So you are not following me, you're going to be missing a lot. Okay, let's go for the context. Copy from your neighbor anyway. Copy is allowed. Don't just copy somebody's name. Copy the right card. Just copy. So we have to start from the first one. Context for the concept. So context for the concept. I would like you to write on your notes. Very important. And why you need to participate is because the weakest ink is stronger than the strongest memory. And why you need to participate is that if you don't participate in the process of your transformation, you cannot be transformed, you will reform. So I would like everyone to write this down under context for the concept. Most people want a change, but they don't want to change. That is it. Most people want a change, but they don't want to change. They want a change in their financial life, emotional, spirit. They want everything to change, but they themselves don't want to change. Most people want a change, but they don't want to change. They want everything to change, but they themselves, they don't want it. So they want everything to change while they remain the same. And it's insanity. Doing the same thing the same way and want a different result, it will not work. Most people want a change, but they don't want to change. Full stop. You have written that one down. Shall I? You have not written it down. Shall wait for me? We cannot wait for you today, so sorry. You just have to catch up. Okay, write this down, very, very important on your notes. Most people desire change, better outcomes. Most people desire change. They desire it, better outcome, better health, income, impact. Most people desire change, like better outcomes, better health, better income, better impact, improved circumstances, and even new opportunities. They desire it. They desire better change, better outcomes, good health, improved income, improved, of course, impact, improved circumstances, and even new opportunities. But there is one thing that guarantees it, which is personal transformation. They want change, better outcomes, better impact, good health, improved circumstances, new opportunity. But they resist one thing that guarantees it, and that is personal transformation. They want everything to change, but they're resisting one thing. They just they don't just want to change their habits, their character, the content of their behavior. They don't want to change. They want to remain the same, but they want everything to change. A lot of people want improved outcome, better health, better results. They resist one thing that guarantees that change, which is what? Personal transformation. Without personal transformation, you can never sustain outcomes and results. Without personal transformation, you can never sustain the change you want. Even though they hand over the change to you, sustainability is not guaranteed. So most people who desire change, better outcomes, good health, improved income, impact, improved circumstances, and new opportunities. But they resist one thing that guarantees it, which is personal transformation. So, and if you, the man said you cannot travel far within and remain still without. So, and if you travel far within, you can never ever remain still without. So, you want a long lasting change, you're going to start with you. To say, this is how, this one, you have to conduct personal audit. This is who I am, this is who I want to be. Now, when you are put where you want to be, who you need to become, that becomes a goal for you. Goals is who you need to become. Target is what you want to achieve based on who you have become. So once you have a goal, I told you can never achieve a goal you never set. Of course, he that has no goal goes nowhere. And once you have a goal, it gives you direction. Then no direction. So they want one thing that is sure, and that thing is they want everything to change. But what guarantees that change sustainably is personal transformation. So some people even pray to God. They want their condition to change without their 100% involvement in the process not being. But they don't want to put 100%. They pray to God, God, I want my situation to change, but I don't want to change. I don't want to be involved in the process. That's why they come and tell you, like, I want to make the money, but must I come and read book? Must I come to millionaire school? Must I have to write? So you want to make the money, so you don't want to write. I don't understand. Okay, you want to have a good business, you want to have a shop, but you don't want to go there to open the shop. How? You want to have a business and you don't want to document. You want to be no accountability. Yesterday I've been telling you that a life that is not accountable is not worth living. A life that is not living for others is not worth living. So you live a life that is not accountable, is not impacting, improving another person. That life is not worth living. It's a very bad life, very, very bad life. So they pray to God for things to change, but they don't want to be involved in that process. And write it down. You're not very important. Few people that wants to change. Few people that wants a change in their finances, circumstances. Few people that want a change in their finances and circumstances realize that they could do better. Few people that want a change in their finances and circumstances, and even their spiritual life, psychological life, realize that few people that wants a change in their finances, circumstances, psychological life, emotional life, marital life, improvement, realize that they have to be involved 100%. They have to be involved 100%. They have to be involved. Only if you realize that any change I want, I must be involved 100%. That they have to become the best version of themselves. Few people realize that they want any change they want, finances, circumstances, situations, they have to be involved 100%. They have to become the best version of themselves. The ultimate powerful version of themselves to manifest more and improve their current situation. Only few people realize that there's no change I want, I must be involved 100%. I must be 100% involved. So if people realize that the change they desire demands their 100% involvement to become the better version of themselves, the ultimate powerful version of themselves, to manifest more and improve their current situations. There are only few people. Only few people. The rest, I've been talking for like 10 years now. Talking to people. I don't mean one of them. I'm talking to at least more than 20 people. And there's no week, except I'm not in Nigeria. I'm on vacation. But I've talked to people. The only people want to take responsibility. And I want to say this to you. Any change that you're not involved, you can never sustain the result. Because the discipline of a process helps you sustain results and outcomes. And without process, you cannot be transformed. You'll be reformed. And don't dodge process. Process is not bad. Process helps you repeat outcomes. They're not outcomes. So I would like you to write this down boldly on your note. Write it down. Okay. For you to become better, 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 for you to become better. When I mean better in every round. For you to do better, for you to become better, you must do, for you to become better, to do better, 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 to have everything that God has promised you, for you to become better, to do better, to have everything that God has promised you. So for you to become, be, to do better, to have, for you to become better, to do better, for the people to which you are designed and destined, for you to become better, to do better for the purpose you are designed and destined, to have everything that God has promised you, you must be involved 100% in that transformational process. You must be involved 100% in the transformational process. You must be involved 100% in the transformational process. For you to become better, do better, to have everything that God has promised you, you must be involved 100%. There's no, I don't know how to hide this truth from you. There's no part time, there's no partial. You want to do better in your financial life, you have to become better. You have to do better, you have to have better, you have to become. So for you to become better, to do better, to have everything that God has destined and planned for you, okay, you must be involved 100% in that transformational process. You must be involved 100% in that transformational process. So our circumstances are a reflection of our psychology. That is the truth. So whatever that is experiencing right now is a true reflection of your psychology. Yes, I know. Some of us might have difficult moments for some time. We have a better psychology, a better way of thinking, a better mindset. But the thing is that it will not last. Once your psychology is better, situation never lasts. But see, every problem has expiring date. Yes or yes? Every problem. I know that men, like great men, like Daniel, will have to pass through lion then. But the fact is that it's not going to be a permanent condition. I know men like Joseph have to pass through pit, not a permanent condition. They will pass through being a slave in Potiphar's house, not permanent condition. They will pass through prison, not permanent condition. But men that year in, year out is their birthright, always confessing things are hard, things are not working for me. I don't know why I'm broke. Don't know why things are. If this moment they have money, next moment they don't have money. This moment they're happy, when they're not happy. Situation is just they cannot track where the problem is. They think that they need to become better. They need their psychological is fighting. Their way of thinking is fighting them. So they really think that a sustained, a true transformation, a true change is personal transformation. So I'm going to give you what you need to change very soon, because you need to know about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things you need to change. And once you start, this is called the law of awareness. You can never desire or improve anything you're not aware of. So you must desire, you must improve, because what you're looking for is looking for you already. The money you're looking for, the health, the wonderful abundance you're looking for is looking for you, but not this version of you. So this version of you cannot attract it, cannot sustain it. So you need to improve. And improving is not the end of the battle. Breakthrough is not the end of the battle. Breakthrough is going to invite you to a new level of challenges, and the journey keeps going. And as far as you're in this world, challenges must come. But the fact is that once you become better, challenges will become smaller in front, because poor people, problems are bigger. Their problems are bigger than them. Wealthy people, their problem is smaller than them, because of the way our psychological thinking. Life is actually showing us what is going on in our inside with our experiences that we have. So once you see your experiences, it really shows, it's mirroring you, who you are on the inside, because life resonates. I keep saying that we live in the world of cause and effect. Because of who you are on the inside, you are fundamentally going to rise above your circumstances. If you're a small person, you'll be smaller than the circumstances. You're a big person inside, you're bigger than the circumstances. There's a difference between having $1 million and becoming a millionaire. You can have $1 million from borrowing, from dash, from inheritance, from lottery tickets, from Nigeria baseball, but becoming a millionaire has to do with your idea, your initiative, your participation, your wisdom. So, and even if you lose the money, because you're a millionaire with a millionaire mindset, you can always get it back. But if you have a millionaire, you lose the money, you will never, it's very difficult to get it back, because you never become the person that can do the things that generate the income. The only thing that actually guarantees circumstances change, long-lasting situational change, is your personal transformation. If you're making up your mind that every day you must improve yourself, your situation challenges will never last when they come to you. That's why I would like you to write this one down. Very, very important on your notes. Don't just work on things, work more on yourself. Don't just work on your circumstances. Don't just work on things. Don't just work on your situation. Work more on yourself. Don't just work on things, circumstances, situation, Don't just work on things, work on yourself. Work more on yourself. Work more on yourself. That's why I don't like anything that improves my circumstances but don't improve me. I don't like it. I don't like something that improve my income but they don't improve me. Don't just work on your things. Don't just work on things. Don't just work on circumstances. Don't just work on situation. Work more on yourself. Because once you grow, everything will grow. Once you don't grow, no matter what grows around you, your psychological life will bring it down under your standards. Don't just work on things. Don't just work on circumstances. Don't just work on situations. Work more on yourself. That's why I don't like job that just put money in your pocket and they don't put money. You see, most of the job that people stay longer are jobs that their MDs and CEOs send their staffs on courses. People stay longer in the oil company industry. People stay longer in the banking industry because those parastatal. They like their staffs to go on courses, on trainings, that they're not just improving the business, the work they are doing, but they're also improving themselves. But jobs that the people don't care about your personal development, they keep milking what you have already bought inside of you. When they milk you, they will sack you, they will carry you, they will bring another person. Those jobs, people don't last long in those jobs. I don't know why people even go to any. The greatest thing you get from a job is not money. The greatest you get from a job is who you become in the process. So becoming the right person in the process is very important. That's why I don't like somebody working for money. Don't work for money. The primary purpose of working should not be money. You can work for improvement, work for relationship, work for experience, work for knowledge. But once you work for money, you are doing the wrong thing because money does not fulfill what it promises. The emptiness of money cannot explain it. Money is a bad master and a loyal servant. I want money to be serving. So you should not work for money, you should work for value. Say no value. Work to create, say no create. Work to buy assets, work to buy investment. That's why you see them whenever they have money in their hand. What they do with that money, they find their psychological thinking, they find their perspective in life. That's what they prioritize more. Because if you keep having money to spend, that means you're a spender. And life will be difficult for you very, very soon. So you're not supposed to be a spender, you're supposed to save more and make money work for you. So that is the only way you can actually sustain results and outcome. Don't just work on things, don't just work situations to change, don't work circumstances, work more on yourself. Prioritize, write it down, prioritize your commitment to personal development, prioritize your commitment to personal development, prioritize your commitment to personal development, personal transformation, and psychological transformation. Prioritize your commitment. Prioritize your commitment to personal development. Prioritize your commitment to personal development, personal transformation, and psychological transformation. Prioritize your commitment to personal development, personal transformation, and psychological transformation. Prioritize it. Prioritize your commitment to personal development, personal transformation, and psychological transformation. So you see people that wake up every year, January, they say New Year resolution, this year I will do this, I will do this, I will do that. Leave I will do. Forget I will do. Leave that I do to who I need to become. Because for you to do things, you're going to do things based on who you are on the inside. Leave I will do. Because all the people that say I will do, see what they're doing. They're doing what they call misplaced priority. That's why they cannot sustain it. January, you see them on the gym, before January ending, they're quitting already. Because they're focusing on doing, they're not doing. Don't focus on doing, focus on being, they're not being. If you put your New Year's resolution that this is what I need to become, this is what I need to be, okay, you have success. Because a New Year's resolution that is sustainable is a New Year's that focus on being, they're not being. And I want to always say this because it's going to make a lot of sense to everybody. Because if you don't understand this, it's still going to focus, it's going to give you a little bit of challenge to have a sustainable personal transformation. And there's something between target and goal. I like to differentiate this. A goal is what you want to have, what you want to achieve, what you want to achieve. That's the target, sorry. What you want to achieve is your target. You want to achieve 1 million, you want to achieve this, you want to achieve that. You want to achieve that. What you want to achieve. A target is what you want to achieve. A goal is who you need to become. Who you need to become. Who you need to become. So becoming is more important. So, and between who you need to become and what you achieve is a thin line, which clearly identify the activities and actions. Activities and actions. So there are some actions you need to take to achieve those things. For example, a goal could be to become a medical doctor. A target is to treat patients, of course, and then in the hospitals. A goal to become an engineer. The target is to build houses and bridges. A goal to become a businessman, MD and CEO. And the target is to build companies and businesses. Of course, a goal is to become a businessman. Target is to make 1 million naira. So a lot of people focus on what will I do to get the 1 million naira. That's the wrong thing. You need to focus on who you need to become. An entrepreneur, a mastermind mentor, a businessman that do transactions. So, and if you focus more on becoming, it sustains personal transformation. If we focus more on becoming, it gives a long-lasting real change. For example, to become a medical doctor, because anything you want to become, it needs you to acquire some level of education. Education gives you identity. Identity. Until you are being educated, you cannot have the right identity. For example, now, if somebody acquires some set of information instructions, there is some education that will give an identity as a doctor. And because he has prioritized becoming, So if you focus more on becoming a doctor in Uyo that do surgery, can you take him to Port Harcourt? Will you be able to do the same surgery? Yes. Lagos Ngo? Yes. Abuja Ngo? Yes. Why? Because it doesn't matter where you take him to, because he has become. They not become an engineer, an MD, a CEO. Why many people cannot sustain the outcomes they ask God for? They never become the person. So anytime God blesses them, the blessings will not last. And it looks like village people are pursuing them. There's no village person anywhere. You've not become the person yet. That is why you cannot sustain. Because you have not become the millionaire yet. You become a millionaire with a millionaire mindset, with a millionaire principle, you will not have problem. But a lot of people just say, Samba, what will I do to have what I want? That I don't like job. Job don't care about what, most job don't care about who you become. They care about what you can do. What is your job description? What can you do? What I have? So they don't care about your being. So your being sustains the outcome. And when you focus on the being, it resonates with everything that resonates with you and the external will be attracted to you. So it's not about a contributing factor, it's about determining factor. They're not determining factor. Determining factors are the factors that are embedded in you. That's what you need to focus on. Your giftings, your talents, your creativity, your idea, your concept, all determining factors. Contributing factors are factors external, outside of you. The circumstance, the sun, the moon, the government, the Tinubu, the governor. Don't leave a contributing factors alone. A lot of focus on contributing factors to change. They don't want to focus on determining factor. What determines your success is embedded in you. Tell your neighbor, I am more than enough. Touch yourself, I'm a success. Touch yourself, a billionaire. So I will go to outline number 2 to show you things you need to change, and you will change these things. I can guarantee you 6 months is too far. 3 months you start seeing tangible, significant results. I want you to have. I don't want you to chase things. I want you to attract things based on who you have become. So becoming is more important than, of course, having things. You don't want to have things. I want to have money. I need me. You can, even if they give you that thing, you cannot sustain it. I've been saying this. I've seen a local government chairman in my local government. When I was a small boy, he was a chairman, but now the guy is bicycle. He said, "You know, he's trekking. He's doing Legady's Benz. Then on Legady's Benz." Mr. George, thank you so much. So the thing is this: if you don't become that person, the truth, you cannot sustain that outcome. You'll be living on Morgan anymore. I don't know how to say that in English. Who can help me in English? Morgan anymore. Who can interpret for me? Morgan anymore. Interpret for me now. Okay, I get them before no be property. Okay, no be correct in. I see broken English. Okay, past glory. Okay, you know, saying that this school thing where I not go well. Anyway, that is a good one. So becoming helps you sustain your results. Personal transformation focus on your becoming. I call them determining factors. I call them internal factors. I call them subjectives. They're not subjectives. Subjective determines objective. I call it subjective determining objectives. So you don't focus on objectives. You focus more on the objective. That I cannot sustain this result. Then people come to me and the first thing you tell me, as I'm looking, yembon non nam, yembon no. Then find something to do and have. I know you don't understand because this is the be, this is the be, do, have. If you change something, say when I have money, I will read the book, I will become the person. You cannot have it. Even you have it, cannot sustain. So say, when I do the activities, I will have it, I will become. Once you shift, or let me do the activities to become the person to have it. No, it's become the person, do the activities. Even the worldly system understand the simple truth. That for you to conduct surgery in theater, you must be educated first to become the person. Yes or yes? For you to become a carpenter, a tailor, you must be educated, you must be taught, you must give information. But only in money that people don't want to follow that process. They say, some money I got. If I read book, headache, they pain me. I don't like English. I don't like literature. I'm not good with reading. All those excuses you give. Excuses are the currency poor people used to buy poverty. Poor people used to buy what? Failure. Thank you. God will bless you. Excuses are the currency poor people used to buy failure. A man that must fail, start by giving you an excuse. That's the thing. If you see someone that keep giving you an excuse, oh, there was so much rain, there was so much sun, I am tired, I am this, I am that. Don't ever use I am with negative situation about yourself. When you say I am poor, you are framing negativity to your identity. It's an identity. Never you say anything negative you don't want to be control about your life. Why not say I am strong, I am healthy? Why not say why am I such a smart entrepreneur? Why am I such a healthy person? Why am I such a strong person? Why not use positive something to your name? Why must it be negative? You know why you're using that? Because of your programming. You know why you're using because of the way you're brought up. The circumstances you see, things you hear, and the life you experience was very bad. Bad programming, bad results. Because the only way you can change that outcomes and results, even when you truly desire it, you cannot change it sustainably because the programming that brought you is too bad. So you to come and this is not serving me. It's not empowering me. Whatever is not empowering you, you need to replace it. So it's called personal transformation. It's a personal determination that you want to become a better person, to do things better, to have a better result. Tell no result. Why you need results is because result cancel insults. What did I say? Result cancel insult. And the evidence of knowledge is an improved outcome. That you know something and your life is not improving, my brother, you don't know anything. Now, the thing I tell you, because it's the province of wisdom, I've called to talk. Province of knowledge to be quiet. If you know something, you quietly just do it. But you know, wisdom means that you're applying what you know. I say wisdom is application. What did I say? So once you know, you apply. The purpose, knowledge is information, accumulation information, package information, tell us so that's knowledge. That you understand something means you can explain. Tell her explain. I don't know where to write it because some of you are meeting me for the first time, so you need to write this. I don't like somebody coming to that you're not writing. I said that once you know something, that means you have quality information. Tell her information. And the quality of information determines the quality of your life. That once you actually understand something, you can explain it. Whatever you cannot explain to a 3-year-old boy, a 4 years, a 5-year-old boy, you don't understand it. Whenever you are wise, that means you are applying something. You are applying information, you acquire application. So once you understand things like this, you're actually going to live a very successful life because there are places you need to talk. I always define wisdom like knowing what to say and when to say it and how to say it. Some people know what to say, they don't know when to say it, they don't even know how to say it. There's a problem already. They complicate themselves. And when they say, okay. You know, it's a big challenge for me. So once you work on yourself, you will improve your attitude, your skills, your knowledge base. Once the size of you increases, circumstances, external factors will change alongside with it. Let's go to outline number 2. Possibly we end there for today. What you need to change. What you need to change. So, hey, you don't change. What will I change now? Okay, every day change. What am I changing? Don't worry, I'm going to give it to you. Don't worry. It's not the kind of body change or TV change. You know, I don't know. This thing keep coming to my head. You know, that somebody said the economy is so difficult that you don't want to change. The economy is so hard that even Buhari could not survive it. He gave up. Tell me, he gave up. Tinubu is a very powerful man. Is he good or very good? You have to congratulate yourself. When Tinubu finish, he should give all of us certificate of survival that we made it. When he finishes 8 years, or I don't know, 4 years, I don't know. You guys will tell me that one later. So, what you need to change? You are ready for this particular outline? Shall I? The first thing you need to change is your mindset. And a mindset. I know I'm not going here today. I'm not going from outline number 3, so I can clean this one a little bit. So let's begin to write some things. The first thing you need to change is your mindset. How do you change your mindset? Number 1, a man said, you'll be the same person you are today in the next 5 years, except the people you associate with and the books you read. So you have to find quality books and read. You have to associate quality books because the quality of your conversation determines the quality of your life, the quality of education, the quality of your life, bad communication, corrupt good manner. So mindset. A lot of people want to remain the same in their mind, but they want to have a different result. It's not possible. Write it down your notes. So many people want to have the same mindset, but they want a different result. It's not possible. So many people want the same mindset, a different result. How can that be possible? That's insanity. Another word for insanity, madness, is that wanting things to doing the same thing the same way and expect a different result. So the mindset that brought you here now in your life, financial, emotional, spiritual, that mindset cannot take you any further now. You need more information. So no more information. More information. Different mindset. A lot of people want the same mindset but different result. God help me. God help you with that kind of prayer point. God will not come and give you wealth. God, even in Israel, I gave you, Deuteronomy 18, 8 verse 18. I give you power to create. Take your power to create. That means God give you power. No, they don't give you wealth. Now you go stand up, go create your wealth. So people collect the power. Since they collected the power, they'll be holding it so tight. Now they're powerful poor people, very powerful poor people, powerful poor men. So you have to. The power was to create. They not create. A lot of people want the same mindset and different result. It's not possible. It's not possible. So write it down your note. Until you change, nothing around you will change. Nothing around you will truly change. Until you change, nothing around you will truly change. Until you change that your mindset. Until you read new books, have quality conversation, have new information. Until you change, nothing around you will truly change. Until you change, nothing around you will truly change. I like this scripture so much in the book of Romans 12 verse 2. Romans 12 verse 2. Romans 12 verse 2. And it said that be transformed by the renewal of your mind. I don't know what Bible just went to the mind. He said, be transformed by the renewal of your mind. You know, by the renewal of circumstances. Remember, it starts from the mindset. You know, mindset. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh. You know, and the thing is that, you know, everything about you, it depends on your mind. Two people can pass through the same situation, same circumstances, but one will come out strong, one will come out. The same water that boiled egg to be strong, boil yam soft. The same situation, no, they came out different because of mindset. You know, mindset. Because of their body, the way they think, because of whatever happens in them. So this same economy, I hope you know, some people are making money. Some people are still broke and poor. Yes or yes? This same economy, some people are striving. So entrepreneurs are making so much impact. They're making so much contribution to the society. A lot of people are wallowing. Oh God, that things are with me. No. All it needs is what are they thinking? What are they doing? So if you want a long-lasting change, he has to, and immature, unenlightened persons ignore the spiritual laws, ignore kingdom principle. What they want to change is their circumstances, their business, their team, their shareholder, their market, the government. They want everything to change, but they don't want to change themselves. They don't want their determining factor to change. They want circumstances to change, everything to change. Write it on your note very, very well. What fundamentally needs to change is me. Write it down very well. Even though you've not written anything down. What fundamentally needs to change is me. Write it very, very boldly on your note. What fundamentally needs to change is me. What fundamentally needs to change is me. What needs to change in my life? What the changes is me. I am the one that needs to change. Did I change? Everything around me change. What fundamentally needs to change is me. That's what needs to change. One day I sat down, I told myself, I don't go to school. They say go to school, get a good job. I don't finish school now. These 3 years. I've been writing CV. I'm going for a job interview. No job. In fact, I came up with a business idea. Let me try something. There is no industry I've not written to. I've written to Bank of Industry, Bank of Agri, Smedan, Nefon. I've written to all of them. I went to Nicha. I went to CBN, Central Bank of Nigeria, in CBN EDC, Entrepreneurship Development Center at Onitsha. I attended a 6 months course. They teach me how to write a achievable business plan. I wrote the plan, wrote to everybody. They keep telling me story. I said, which kind of country is this? Okay, which one I will do now? I begin to borrow money from family and friends, borrow money from everybody, even my last brother. I borrow money. I went to NAFDAC, got NAFDAC number from one of my products, get a factory. I don't need 2.5 million to buy industrial machines, my brother. No way I never write for. The only people who give me small money, NDE, National Directorate of Employment. They give me 250,000. I'm looking for 2.5 million. The money made me more frustrated. In fact, for me to pay back the money in 3 years, there are 3 years. I was happy. The interest rate was I think 3%, be 1%. But the fact is that the money cannot even help me. I'm frustrated by that. And they say, what needs to change now is not the economy. I need to change. I need to change. Okay, how do I source for this one? How do I move forward from here? I find out that this country where they live like this, if you don't make up your mind to have your personal change, the economy is not having any plan for you. I have to begin to look for wealthy men who have made it in life. I have to leave my ego and pride. I have to toile. They're not toile. I have to calm down. I won't call it humility. I'll call it humility. They're not humility. I begin to read books. I begin to attend trainings. I begin to attend seminars. I begin to follow instructions. They're not instructions. Before you know, it wasn't easy. When I say it was easy, no, it wasn't easy. But the fact is that things start changing. Nobody say immediately, not overnight, but over time. They're not over time. Not overnight. I begin to ask you quality people. And once you come to me as my friend, and we want to talk, I'll ask you a question. Hold on, no vexer. What about to tell me now? Is he taking us to heaven? He said no. Is he improving ourselves? He said no. Is he putting money in our pocket? He said no. I said I'm busy. Tell no, I'm busy. I begin to disassociate from the desire saying, okay, I don't hang out again. But the fact is that you are not going to contribute to my life either way. Because misery loves company. What do I say? Poor people like company. See that they wallow their time, they score Chelsea. I stopped. I was an Arsenal fan. I stopped. No more watching of football. No more watching of wrestling. No more watching of television. Because the fact is that if I have to find vision for myself. Because if you leave a man with a vision and go to a man with a television, very soon you watch a man in the vision with a vision in your television. Is it good or very good? So I begin to find vision. I say I want people to watch me on television. So my life begins to better because when you have vision, you know what the Bible says, where there is no vision, my people perish. My life begins to change. Maybe it's about me. Before you know, people start calling me to invest in me again. People that will give up on me. Most of the money I used to succeed is not my personal money. I use what they call OPT, OPM, other people's money. What did I say? But when you are not that person that people can invest in you, they will not invest in you. So personal transformation cannot occur if you are not participating. You must be involved. Then I must be involved. So fundamentally, what you need to change is your mindset. You need a new mindset. Write it down. A new me is going to create a new circumstance. Write it down. A new me will create a new circumstances that empowers me for success. A new me will create a new circumstances that empower me for success. A new me will create a new circumstances that empower me for success. A new me will create a new circumstances that empowered me for success. That was why I was being empowered. That was being empowered. Before you know, I started associating with men that tell me, oh, for you to travel out of the country, you to go on vacation. Men like Mr. Nnamdi Achuku, men like Pastor Israel and Ibadan, and men like, okay, Tunde, they started bringing money. In fact, Isaac is here. Where is Isaac? Okay, Tunde gave me, how much did he give to me, sir? How much did he give to me? 200 and something thousand. I never met the man before. Now call Isaac, call, we cut together. He just made one call. They send money to me. They don't send money.
Send money.
When things begin to run away from you, my brother, check yourself. You are the work, you are the problem. Improve yourself, everything will improve. Men that I don't know, they can't calling men coming Ibadan. I've not been to Ibadan at that time. Not the time I went to Lagos, I traveled around the west. That will not be, but they started sending me money. Men started speaking on my behalf. God, men, gatekeepers, kingmakers started talking on my behalf. Anyway, I go, if I see me say, there's something in you. It was me, oh. Nobody see good thing in me, oh. But when I start reading books, I say quality book, my life changed. Everybody start seeing greatness in me. But this was me that wasn't reading book before, not attending train, not following instruction. There was no greatness in me. No wonder the Bible says, if you behold the word of truth, you transform. And the more you behold, the more you be transformed. So the fact that the more, quality men sit down to package their life. So a new you will create new circumstances that empowers you for success. Full stop, write it down again. A new me is going to stand up to the old unacceptable circumstances. A new me is going to stand up to the old unacceptable circumstances, to demolish, command, defeat, and dismantle them. A new me is going to stand up. A new me is going to stand up to old unacceptable circumstances. You will no longer take anything. You no longer take even poverty. You no longer accept it again. A new me is going to stand up to old unacceptable circumstances, to demolish, command, defeat, and dismantle them. A new me. A new me. So the first thing that must change is your mindset. Your mindset. A new me. Let me just give the 4 things that needs to be changed so that we can continue taking our notes, because I want to end this class in the next 3 minutes from now. I say a new me is going to stand up to old unacceptable circumstances. A new me is going to stand up to the old unacceptable circumstances, to demolish, command, defeat, and dismantle them. A new me is going to stand up to the old unacceptable circumstances. You no longer take anything again. No for an answer. You can no longer take again. You don't understand. Something just happened in you. There's an awakening. There's an upburning. There's a light. There's a transfer. That you no longer feel comfortable again. Not impacting your life. Not impacting the world around you. Not contributing. Not making, of course, a personal impact to people around you. You sort of feel that I need more in the marketplace. I need more in entrepreneurship. I need more in the business world. I need to go and transact. I need to go and make exchange so that I can fulfill the purpose of God for my plan, for my life. So a new me is going to stand up to my old unacceptable circumstances, to demolish, defeat, and dismantle them. If you are with me, shall I? Write it down. A new me is going to create a new environment. A new me is going to create a new environment with a better quality life. A new me is going to create a new environment with a better quality life. A new me is going to create a new environment. You no longer get comfortable with poor people anymore. You start getting comfortable with the rich and wealthy. Start getting comfortable with the righteous. Get with the people that seek the purpose of God for their life. What you start seeking is now purpose. Turn on purpose. It's not your purpose. It's not your multiplication. Turn on multiplication. You begin to think of how you can multiply everything around you. You need a purpose. You need to seek ideas. Turn on ideas. Items no longer make sense to you anymore. Because you know why? You are actually transforming from the inside. But if you're not thinking about personal transformation, you don't involved. What I say is going to make sense to you. You're like, I need money. No, money is a result. Money is a result. The real cost of that result is value. Tell no value. Money does not go to those that need money. Money goes to those that have value. Tell your neighbor. Money is a reward for solving a problem. Tell your neighbor. Money is a reward for making impact, for making contribution. Tell your money is a slave of value. Okay, so okay, let me give you the 4 things that you need to change. Then after we'll take the note, because I think my time is fast spent and I want to let me just give you some things you need to change. Then tomorrow we can continue with let me see how I can go. The first thing I need to change is your mindset. Tell your mindset. Number 2 that I need to change is your skill set. Tell your skill set. Skill set. You need to improve on your skill set Some people expect the greater doors to open with the same old tools. It cannot work. Write it down. Some people expect, some people expect, some people expect greater doors to open with the same old tools. It's not working. Things have changed. You know what's being innovated. If you are not updated, you'll be outdated. Some people expect greater doors to open with the same old tools. It's not work. That your tools is outdated. A bad workman quarrel with his tools. How a tool, for a tool to be useful, it depends on the user. So how useful are you is not how the tools will be useful. So some people expect a greater door to open with the same old tools. My brother can no longer work. If the world is changing, innovating, improving, you need to improve. How do you want to say, I want things to change for me? I don't want to read, I don't want to say a new part. How? If you're not updated, you're outdated. So they expect greater doors to open with the same old tools. So the one thing you need to change, not just your mindset, you need to improve your skills, so your competence. So you need to be more smarter, you need to be more wiser, you need to know how more to do transactions. You need more of not technical skills, but business skills. They're not business skills. You need more of relationship skills, communication, negotiation skills. You need that. You need to learn. Don't tell me I'm too old to learn. No. Yeah, that may be kind of difficult, but it's not impossible. So number 3 things that need to change, of course, is your tool set. Don't worry, I have a long note for you. Your tool set. So you need to change your tools. Some people are using outdated method, expecting updated results and outcomes. How can that be possible? They are using outdated method. They are using outdated method, right there. Some people are using outdated method and expect to have updated results and outcomes. How? They are using outdated method of doing things. Things have changed. My brother, I don't like cameras on my face. I don't like lights. I don't like these things. I mean, I used to grow up in inferiority complex, shy, stage fright. But now the world tells me, as I'm talking in one place, people are watching me from US, from Dubai, all over the world. Go to my YouTube, go to my Facebook, are watching me. So the things that I have to change, I have to accept it. If I didn't lockdown, I bought this laptop during lockdown. I was in Port Harcourt. They just declared lockdown. I had to go buy a new laptop. I've never used Zoom before. I don't know what Zoom is. I bought it. I came to my house, installed it, start using Zoom. I have people talking to them in UK, Italy, Jam. That was when my business went viral. In fact, I made the highest money in my life during lockdown. That's why I bought my land in shelter, bought a street in shelter. Everything about me changed. Buy my Mercedes Benz, everything. My life just changed. Because why? I'm not static, I'm dynamic. So I expect you to do the same. Tell them I am more than enough. I said on Tuesday, write it down. Some people expect to use outdated method and to have updated results and outcome. You written that one down, shall I? Number 4, the thing that needs to change is your identity. Then identity. Identity, I mean 2 things. I normally mention 2 things. I mean self-image, that is self-concept, self-image. Identity number 1 means self-concept. Self-concept. Your self-concept must change. Your self-image must change. Self-image. And what again? Self-esteem. Self-esteem. These are the 3 things that must change. Self-concept, self-image, self-esteem. Okay? So the self-concept is how you think about yourself. The self-image, how you see yourself. The self-esteem, how you feel about yourself. So 3 things must change with yourself, with your identity. Self-concept, how you think about yourself. Self-image, how you see yourself. Self-esteem, how you feel about yourself. So identity must change. The way you think, see, and feel. Self-concept, the way you think about yourself. Self-image, the way you see yourself. Self-esteem, the way you feel about yourself. Once these 3 things change, everything in your life will start working together for your own good. Once these 3 things improve in your life, you can no longer struggle again. And that is why you need to understand that you cannot totally, it's about self. Tell yourself. It's about self. It's about self. So yourself is no more important. It's about yourself. So once you actually make up your mind, I can even find out what is the challenge. Okay, thank you so much. So, and you see, a lot of people want their situation to change, but they don't want to change. And it's difficult because you cannot sustain the outcomes and results. I need to stop this class by 8:50 already. It's also 8:45. So tomorrow we'll start talking about taking the notes and having a positive outlooks and making sure that sustainably a true transformation is taking place, a true change, so that everything around you will start falling in place. Because truly speaking, you are the base. There's no limitations at all in life. Limitations is always been in our mindset. In our mindset, there's no limitation. So all you need to do is to be in the right company, to be in the right setup, a right environment, to get the right information and instructions, and to follow it so that At least result. You know, result. We start manifesting. And why you need result is because the world we live respect results. The world we live like to judge you based on based on the way they perceive you before they take the action. It seems to be saying, I think we need to bring this thing down, so or something like that. So please, let's so that we can get a good this thing picture for ourselves. The curtains, please. Thank you so much. So you can see that truly speaking, you can never sustain anything that you're not part of the process. You know why? I'll end with this. Write on your note. Write on your note. You can never sustain result or outcome in a process whose logic you don't understand. You can never sustain result or outcomes. You can never sustain result or outcome in a process whose logic you don't understand. You can never sustain result or outcomes. You can never sustain result or outcome of a process whose logic you don't understand. You can never sustain result or outcome of a process whose logic you don't understand. So you don't understand the logic behind it. You can never sustain it. That's why personal development is involved. That's why the reaching stuff. It must be part of the process. You must understand the logic. You can never sustain outcomes and results of a process whose logic you don't understand. So how do you sustain it? You cannot sustain it. So don't ask for things, ask to become. When you become that person, you cannot become without not following the process. Because becoming is found in the process. You can never sustain outcomes and results of a process whose logic you don't understand. You can never sustain outcomes and results without the discipline of a process. Because the discipline of a process helps you sustain outcomes and results. So by tomorrow, we have to do a good work because I want you, anywhere you go, anything that your hand touches turns to gold. Anywhere you go, they say there's a casting down, you say there's lifting up. Things are not working as you step in, things begin to work. Anything they say, things are not going as you step in because of your psychology, because of your thinking pattern, because of your mindset, because of the energy you carry, because of the frequency of your thoughts, because of the frequency of your identity. That people are struggling, people are fighting as you step in, fight, stop. I don't know, it happens a lot. When people are having issues, I just walked in. I was say, okay, okay, don't come. Okay, see what's happening. I mean, they will come to give. One time, asking myself, am I a judge? I'm not a judge anyway. Funny enough. So, there was an issue that happened over the weekend, last week or so, at Akara Road. So, I was just quite looking at this gentleman. If I looked at him, he started begging. I didn't want to say anything. I don't look at him. He started begging me. But the fact is that you have to understand, there's this energy you carry. We live in the world of energy. Turn on energy. And energy can never be created nor destroyed. Property is energy, wealth is energy. Whether it's low or high, I'm going to prove to you, but not today. That's the best we can take to the online community. Don't get involved in a business without a mentor. You know why? Mentorship is a little shortcut to success. He that stands on the shoulder of mentors will see far. See you at the top. See you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Shalom. That is the best we can take today. So tomorrow, tomorrow, we'll do justice. I really think I will finish this class by 8:40.